Hello viewers, you are watching Nagaland TV bringing to you the latest updates. Here are the headlines. Nagaland Chief Minister Nltv Rio, Planning and Coordination Parliamentary Affairs Minister Neba Kronu and leaders of NPF Legislature Party leader Tr Zeliang meets NSC and IM leaders and Government of India representative and interlocutor AK Mishra in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to virtually launch the Indian Space Association. Nepal Industry, Commerce and Supplies Minister Gajendra Bahadur Hamal resigns on Sunday following a controversy over his appointment. Shops to remain shut across Maharashtra on October 11th in view of Lakhimpur Kheri violence in Uttar Pradesh. And now the news in details. On Sunday, Nagaland Chief Minister Nltv Rio, Planning and Coordination Parliamentary Affairs Minister Neba Kronu and leaders of NPF Legislature Party leader Tr Zeliang met with NSC and IM leaders and Government of India representative and interlocutor AK Mishra in Delhi. The meeting was in connection with the Naga political issue. On Saturday, Rio flew to Delhi along with NPF leader Tr Zeliang to join Neba Kronu, who was already there, in their mission to play their role in ensuring talks were on track. According to sources, Rio, Zeliang and Kronu met AK Mishra at Nagaland House, Delhi. The three had reportedly conveyed the resolution of the UDA all-party government for early settlement of the Naga political issue. Rio, along with Kronu and Zeliang, also met with NSC and IM leaders Ato Kilosar and Chief Negotiator Th Muivia, Chairman Q Tako and Vice Chairman Tongmeth Wangnao at the Lodi Road residence of Th Muivia. The Minister of PHED, Printing and Stationery, Government of Manipur, Dikho, was the guest of honor at the 21st Naga Students Federation Martyrs Memorial Trophy at Indira Gandhi Stadium in Kohima. The month-long tournament is hosted by Angami Students Union with ground management by Northern Angami Student Union. Minister Dikho said that it is high time that we ponder on how to bring more changes and development through sports. He also mentioned that it's time Nagaland learns from its closest neighbor state, Manipur. He pointed, saying that Manipur has over 5,000 registered football players at national and international level and that the state has Rajya Sabha members through the sport quota. He advised the youths to do their best and dedicate themselves and they focus in their area of work. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Sunday slams Prime Minister Narendra Modi by saying that the former is silent over the alleged murder of farmers and BJP workers in the Lakhimpur Kheri incident, where the alleged Ashish Mishra's Teni, son of Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Ajay Mishra Teni, is said to have arrived with 3 vehicles around the time that farmers were dispersing from their protest at the helipad and mowed down farmers and even attacked SKM leaders by trying to run a vehicle over him. Rahul Gandhi also said that the PM is silent over rising inflation, surge in oil prices and unemployment in the country. The Power Department of Mokokchung Division informed that there will be a total power shutdown from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily between October 11th and November 6th under Mokokchung Transmission Division. This was initiated due to scheduled vegetation clearance of 132 kV and 66 kV transmission lines. Mokokchung Transmission Division Executive Engineer Ahoto I stated that the aim to provide stable power supply, and it is to avoid unwarranted disruption of power supply. This exercise has been necessitated. Meanwhile, the Power Department appealed the public in the affected areas to extend their cooperation and bear with the inconvenience. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually launch the Indian Space Association at 11 a.m. on Monday. He will also interact with representatives of the space industry on the occasion. The Prime Minister took it to his Twitter to inform about the same. A Prime Minister's office release said that the Indian Space Association is the premier industry association of space and satellite companies, which aspires to be the collective voice of the Indian space industry. It will undertake policy advocacy and engage with all stakeholders in the Indian space domain, including the government and its agencies. Echoing the Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the Indian Space Association will help in making India self-reliant, technologically advanced, and a leading player in the space arena. Read the release. And the Indian Space Association is represented by leading homegrown and global corporations with advanced capabilities in space and satellite technologies. Abdul Qadir Khan, known as the father of Pakistan's nuclear bomb, died on Sunday after brief illness. He was 85. According to sources, Khan had been admitted to the KRL hospital on August 26 after he tested positive for COVID-19. Later, he was shifted to a military hospital in Rawalpindi and was discharged after recovering from the virus. Khan's health worsened after bleeding in his lungs. He could not survive after his lungs collapsed. Funeral prayers for Khan were held at Islamabad's Faisal Mosque. He was buried at the H8 graveyard. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan said that he was deeply saddened by the passing of Dr. A.Q. Khan. Three central ministers may convene a meeting on Tuesday in the backdrop of concerns over possible blackouts in Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh because of depleting stocks of coal at power plants, said two government officials aware of the development on the condition of anonymity. The aim is to find ways to ensure adequate supply of the fossil fuel to build up stocks, said the two officials. Union Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi, Minister for Power and New Renewable Energy Rajkumar Singh, and Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav may meet to deliberate on ways to increase coal supplies. The largest miner of the fossil fuel state-run Coal India Limited has been flagging concerns over inadequate coal stocks at power plants. Union government officials said it will take at least a week for coal stocks to considerably build up, with the current supplies essentially meeting daily consumption needs. The District Mental Health Program Kohima celebrates World Mental Health Day under the theme Mental Health in an Unequal World at Good Samaritan Old Age Home Kohima. Clinical psychologist DMHP spoke on the theme, while the PSW of DMHP shared the activities and services carried out by DMHP, followed by a special number that was presented by residents of the home. DMHP also conducted screening and mental health checkup for the elders with provided free supply of medicines. More than 1.76 million have been affected due to severe rainfall and flooding in China's Shanxi province on Sunday. A total of 1,20,100 people have been relocated and 1,89,973 hectares of crop have been damaged, and more than 17,000 houses have reportedly collapsed. 4 traffic police are reported dead as a result of the landslide in the province. The flooding in Shanxi is said to have exceeded the devastating rainstorms in central China's Henan province in the summer, which killed 300 people in the early August. But the impact is much lesser, said disaster relief experts. Union Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi has said that the entire Hajj 2022 process in India will be 100% digital. Naqvi on Saturday inaugurated an online booking facility at the Hajj House in Mumbai and later in a statement said India sends the largest number of Hajj pilgrims after Indonesia. He said that the Hajj could not take place in 2020 and this year due to COVID-19 and decision taken by the Saudi Arabia government in the view of the pandemic. The Hajj 2022 will be announced after consultation with different departments concerned in the upcoming Hajj review meeting to be held in Delhi on October 21st. Arrangements for special training for Hajj 2022 regarding COVID-19 protocols and health and hygiene were being made in India and Saudi Arabia for the pilgrims. Several doctors and nurses who were appointed to tackle the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in Nagaland expressed disappointment over non-payment of salaries by the government. The affected health workers alleged that government has not appreciated their services, though they have been rendering their best services since their appointment in November. Reportedly, the health workers received their last salary in the month of June, and since then it has been a standstill. The affected community has expressed the difficulties emerging from non-payment of their salaries. Several doctors and nurses have shifted to other sectors and some have even joined for higher studies. In collaboration with Dimapur Municipal Council, organized a cleanliness drive and repairing of roads at Kalibari Road on Sunday, which started at 6 a.m. It is to be noted that they organize such activities yearly and try to contribute to the society as their motto goes to help the helpless. The DMC further stated that such initiatives are highly appreciated and also urged everyone that cleanliness and maintaining a healthy lifestyle starts from their own homes and to be cautious about our own surroundings.
Aro takan dignitaries kan bishi mati gena itu program do it bishi successful hoy gena conduct kuri luishe itu social work kam na like organizes Swachh Bharat Abhiyan lagate itu kam do kuri gena ajido itu la program de kuri ase takan na aro this Dimapur bongs kan doile takan aji noy noli for the last 5 to 6 years tahan kambishi kurigina aishe aro which is very appreciative aro future dibi tahan aro new initiative new ventures lugina kurigina jaishe kuli do bishi bhal hobo korna aji yatibi janai diase aro ini bishi wala kam do in collaboration with DMC kurigina aishe DMC duile ini logistic support diase itia takto na aro inika kam bhal kurna jagar ne ami khan bi bishi khushi pai ase nuhili bi mui kubuli munjado ekta hoy organization or NGOs khan bi kam do bishi kurigina jai but until and unless idu ki koi individual citizen bra understand nukurigina thakishi kule doile NGOs kam kan bra kam kura dibi ekta side failure nishinai olaija because they do and the other party or individual ahikena muila kuri dibo nuhile ki kuri dena itu karne so manu be responsible luikena as a concerned citizen khali NGOs kani noy nulibi every citizen brabi iniga kam bhal kurile bhal hubuna ki kurna itubi ami kui ase aro ki koi ki organization ase gulibi time to time awareness program dishikule I think that will also be a very good work for the people awareness idu waste kinika kuribo lage aro kinika clean kuribo lage idu khan awareness dishikulibi bishi bhal hobo inika bhavana kuri ase.
First of all, thank you so much to Dimapur Bongs for extending an invitation to our unit also. It is a good job taken up by the Bong community here, and it is an initiative which is very important, taking up initiative to clean up Dimapur. As we know, Dimapur is an expanding city, so this initiative is very good from their part, and I would say that let not just be a one-time affair. It should not be a one-time affair. Let it start from the homes, schools, everywhere. This cleanliness, how to do it, it starts from small things. So my only submission is we should go ahead and start from the schools, the children, how to live clean, where to throw the garbage, the dustbin. All this is a small initiative.
Chakrama Youth Organization on Saturday held a press conference regarding the 51st Chakrama Sports Meet 2021. During the press conference, CYO informed that there will be a football match for men and volleyball match both for men and women. They further informed that the winners will receive a prize money worth Rs 50,000 for football men and second prize worth Rs 30,000, while the volleyball winners for men and women will get a prize money worth 20,000, and for the runners up it will be 15,000. It is to be mentioned that this is a running trophy and that they would select more than 100 participants to play in the upcoming 50th anniversary of Angami Sports Association on February 2022.
Our parent body is Chakrama Public Organization. Aru mohan do under sports activities kan karne mohan group A, B, C, D kurigena divide kurigena ase. Group A constitutes of villages from Mezipema area, or Group D. And Group C also, we have villages from Razapema, Sochonoma and New Chumukidima area. Group B constitutes of villages from Chumukidima area, and Group A constitutes of villages from Dimapur town, which we call it Kuda area, Kuda unit. Last year, talked to Holedo Amihan for almost a decade, Chakrama Sports Association Kogina Sports Department ekta Sports Association ekta alag Kogina thakije. And for almost a decade to Holedo Chakrama Sports Association brahe group Kogina ido Chakrama Sports meet to khilegina ije. Annually khile kintu ekta sal Holedo football, volley and games, and ekta sal Holedo Naga wrestling itu organize korege amihan.
Addressing a massive crowd at the Kisan Nyay Justice for Farmers rally in Varanasi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said that the country is not the property of the PM and his ministers. She assured the crowd that this country is theirs. She said this country was about faith in her speech. She said that here farmers feed the citizens and their sons protect the country's borders, but these farmers are now in the hope of justice. Around the same time, the PM came to Uttar Pradesh to attend some celebratory events, but he did not even have the time to meet the aggrieved families, Vadra added. She said Modi did not have time to speak to farmers who have been protesting for almost a year against the three contentious bills passed by agricultural laws.
दुनिया के कोने कोने तक हमारे प्रधानमंत्री घूम सकते हैं, अमेरिका जा सकते हैं, जापान जा सकते हैं, देश देश में भ्रमण कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अपने किसानों से बात करने के लिए अपने घर से 10 किलोमीटर दूर दिल्ली के बॉर्डर तक नहीं जा सकते।
Nepal Industry, Commerce and Supplies Minister Gajendra Bahadur Kamal resigns on Sunday following a controversy over his appointment just 48 hours after his formal induction into the cabinet. Hamal, a district-level leader of the Nepali Congress, drew considerable flake after the media reports suggested that he was appointed a minister at the recommendation of Chief Justice Sholendra Shushme Rana, who happens to be his brother-in-law. According to sources, Hamal had resigned after facing relentless pressure over his appointment. Top ministers of Assam and Meghalaya met to resolve the long-standing border dispute between the two neighbouring states at Ratachera village in Meghalaya's East Jaintia Hills. The meeting, held on Saturday, was attended by Assam Industry and Commerce Minister Chandra Mohan Patwari and Meghalaya's Home Minister Lakmin Rimbo, among others. According to sources, both sides laid down procedures for resolving the border dispute. Another team of ministers from the two states had also conducted a joint inspection of the interstate border areas near Guwahati. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates. This is Gargi Deka signing off.